So, Joey the anime man did a little Japan quiz on YouTube and asked a bunch of streamers and a bunch of YouTubers and Twitch streamers to answer it. I tried my best to answer as well. I actually went along while watching the video and I tried to answer it. So here I'm going to show you guys how I did generally. I mean, I didn't record when I was watching it, so take it with a grain of salt whether that I got it correct or not. If you want to watch the rest, links in the description down below to his video, to his Japan quiz video, and you can see him and as he quiz the YouTubers, the big YouTubers and Twitch streamers in the industry. Question 1.
Which quintessentially Japanese dish actually originates from Portugal? A. Sushi. B. Ramen. C. Takoyaki. Or D. Tempura.
Okay, when I saw this, I was like, the way I answered it is that I knew that takoyaki and ramen is definitely from Japan, and sushi is, and I was kind of wondering if sushi was from Japan. Tempura sounds the most not really made in Japan kind of food to me, even though I don't really know this fact generally. When I was watching this, so I was like, I'm gonna go with tempura. So I locked that in myself and I went with tempura as my answer, and sure enough,
the correct answer is D. Tempura.
And it was beautiful. That was just me following my guts. I did not know any facts at all about this. I was just thinking tempura seems to be the most different of all these food that Joey listed out, so that's why I chose tempura. So his second question was actually easy. Like, I got that one just down easily, because the second question was about Japan cars, and I'm like, yeah, I know Japan, I know cars from Japan, so it's like it wasn't that hard for me to answer it, right?
Which of these car manufacturers is not Japanese? A. Daihatsu. B. Lexus. C. Hyundai. Or D. Nissan.
Okay, so with this one, I almost got tricked because I did not know Lexus was Japanese, right? I almost wanted to answer Lexus when he was listing out the answers, but the moment Hyundai came out, I was like, oh yeah, that's it. Hyundai, because I know for a fact Hyundai is a Korean car company. So I was like, okay, I'm locking that in, Hyundai.
The correct answer is C. Hyundai is actually a Korean brand.
Here's a fun fact though. Ethan from Crank Gameplay says this about the Lexus.
Lexus is Japanese because Lexus is the luxury version of Toyota.
I did not know that. When he said that, I was like, oh, Lexus and Toyota is the same company. I did not know that. Now, I gotta also say, being in Malaysia, this is actually easy to answer because we have a lot of the manufacturers here in Malaysia for Daihatsu, for Toyota, and Lexus. There's a bunch of Lexus here as well because apparently it's part of Toyota. And we also have the Hyundai manufacturer, and because of that, I knew Hyundai's Korean. So this one's actually way too easy for me. And here we go with question 3.
Now, question 3 deals with everybody's favorite Japanese thing, and that is, of course, anime.
Hentai.
Anime.
This is my downfall. This is where it begins.
I love that. I love titties.
Give me One Piece. That
So
would
the
be
question
easiest.
was,
Out of these 4 anime series, which is the longest running? A. One Piece. B. Yu-Gi-Oh. C. Detective Conan. Or D. Crayon Shin-chan.
with this one, as much as One Piece has a lot of episodes, I know for a fact that it was not as much as Detective Conan, because Detective Conan has a lot of episodes, and it started way before One Piece did. But I was like trying to parse out between Detective Conan and Crayon Shin-chan myself, because I can't remember which one started first and which one ran longer. So I was, because they started around the same time in like I think mid 90s, and One Piece started late 90s, and I know this for a fact because I lived through those times. So when I was like thinking about this, I was like, would it be Crayon Shin-chan or Detective Conan? And then I believe watching Dogen.
Crayon Shin-chan.
Yeah. So yeah, Dogen's instant answer, Crayon Shin-chan, kind of influenced me, and I was like, okay, I'll lock in Crayon Shin-chan too.
The correct answer is D, Crayon Shin-chan.
Yeah. So, and that was I guessed between the two, Conan or Shin-chan. So it's not like I actually know for a fact which one it really was. So if you watch the full video, you'll see Joey lists out of this four which has the longest and which has the by rank on who on which one has the longest running. I recommend you guys check it out. Question 4.
Japan turns which of the following into renewable energy? A. Stationary bikes. B. Leftover sushi rice. C. Footsteps at Tokyo train stations. Or D. Crowd noises
This one.
at sumo wrestling matches.
I answered stationary bikes because I'm thinking of like, the perpetual motion idea with the stationary bikes being used with perpetual motion to generate energy. I know it wouldn't be leftover sushi rice because that just sounds ridiculous even for Japan. I don't think it was crowd noises, because if it's crowd noises, I don't think the renewable energy would be from Japan, because as much as they cheer for things over there, it's not as loud as other places in the world. I was thinking about the footsteps, because that sounds like a Japanese thing to do, turning footsteps over in Tokyo Station into energy somehow with the technology they have, and it's very, very plausible. However,
The correct answer is C. Footsteps at Tokyo train stations.
yeah, so the answer is C, footsteps at Tokyo train station. I got it wrong. I chose stationary bikes, and I'm sad. I should have gone with my gut, because my gut was telling me it's footsteps, but I was like, that's so futuristic, can that be true? And apparently it was. Japan's amazing.
There are special floor tiles that capture vibrations that are generated by footfall, which is then stored as energy, and then that energy during the day is used to light up electric billboards around the city.
Question 5.
Tokyo is well known to be the largest city in Japan in terms of population, but what is the second largest? A.
Oh no.
Yokohama. B. Osaka. C. Nagoya. Or D. Kyoto.
Okay, so with this one, I actually know for a fact, this is actually a fact that I do know, that Yokohama was the second largest city in Japan by population. So this one was actually easy for me because I actually knew this fact. Though watching through the video with some of them like giving their reasons why they chose like Osaka or Nagoya, I was actually doubting myself a little bit, but I knew the fact. I knew it was Yokohama. So yeah, that's what I chose, and the answer is
That question is correct.
yeah. So I got that right. So yeah, I got that one right because like I said, I knew it for a fact. I actually knew that fact, so it was a little bit more like something I already know kind of deals. Question 6.
Which of the following facts about Japan is not true? A. There is one vending machine for every 5 people in Japan. B. Japan's birth rate is so low that adult diapers are sold more than baby diapers. C. Japan has the second highest amount of McDonald's restaurants after the US. And D. If you commit suicide in Japan by jumping in front of a train, the family of the deceased will be charged a disruption fee.
Okay, this one, right? I know about the train disruption fee one. I read about that. And I remember reading about it. I was like, oh my god, that's horrible. But it's actually done to discourage people from committing suicide by jumping into trains, because what you'll be doing is actually troubling your family even more. And you know, in death, you are actually shaming yourself even more, right? So that one I knew because I read about it. I don't know if it's true facts because I didn't really read it in like you know, factual websites. It's, you know, anything can be written on the internet, but I knew about it anyway. So the one thing I was thinking of is either vending machines or adult diapers, because I was in Japan and I can say for sure they have a lot of McDonald's there. They had so much McDonald's. It was all over the place. It was crazy. And I was going to choose adult diapers, right? Because there's so much vending machines in Japan. Almost every 2 blocks I walk in Japan, I see a vending machine, or 2 or 3. And so I was like thinking, maybe vending machines is not the answer because there's so much vending machines in Japan. Maybe it's adult diapers, right? But then the number that Joey gave us, the one vending machine for 5 Japanese people kind of deal, and I'm like, yeah, that's too small. That number is too small. That would give every vending machine 3 or 4 vending machines in each block at least. And I was like, yeah, no. As much as I saw the amount of vending machines in Japan, I don't think there's that many. So I locked in vending machines for my answer.
The lie is actually A. There is one vending machine for every 5 people in Japan.
There's an actual statistic for that, though, isn't there?
Yes, the actual statistic is there is one vending machine for every 22 people in Japan.
So 22 people is actually much less vending machines than one would think, but 1 out of 22 is still a lot of vending machines. Japan, it's still a lot. Question 7.
Which of these bizarre festivals does not exist in Japan? A. The Belly Button Festival. B. The Crying Baby Festival. C. The Farting Festival. Or D. The Penis Festival.
So I knew about the Penis Festival because before I watched Joey the Anime Man's video on the Penis Festival, which he has on his channel by the way, I actually have read up about it. And funny enough, this was in the old days. I just gonna tell you guys that first. I actually used to go to Sankaku Complex website, and they actually had featured the Penis Festival in Japan, and it amazed me. I was like, holy crap, they actually have something like this. And then, you know, I saw Joey's video, so I was like, okay, yeah. So I knew about the Penis Festival. I've heard about the Belly Button Festival. I don't know about it, but I've heard about it. So the my choices were either Crying Baby Festival or Farting Festival. But then I was like thinking, if they have a Penis Festival, maybe Farting Festival isn't that far off, right? So I was like, maybe it's Crying Baby. The answer would be Crying Baby does not exist in Japan. I was thinking that, and I was like, would Japan be that mean to their babies and actually like have a festival, have a whole festival on crying babies? It's like, that's horrible. So I chose Crying Baby Festival, right? Little did I know.
The correct answer was actually the farting festival.
What? And I was wrong. Apparently, Japan was mean enough to have a whole festival on crying babies or making babies cry. So the one that does not exist was Farting Festival, which, like I said, I thought was actually plausible because they have a penis festival, but I was totally mistaken. Japan is mean, but not disgusting. So that's good to know. Though I won't be surprised after this video comes out there's suddenly gonna be a farting festival in Japan. Alright, question 8.
Which of these numbers is considered evil in Japanese culture? A, the number 3. B, the number 4. C,
Yeah, that's
the
it.
number
4.
13. And D, the number 69.
Haha, Joey made a funny number. Anyway, obviously 69 is not the answer because that's the funny number. That's just a jokey number. That's the meme number. 13 is a westernized thing. That's a Western number. So of course it's not 13. Now, actually, even before this whole thing, and when he talks about numbers being evil, I know for a fact it was 4. Because even in Malaysia, because we have a huge Chinese population as well, and the number 4 is also considered bad luck in Chinese culture, not just Japanese culture. So the number 4 generally is, I've already known, is considered to be bad. I won't call it evil, but it's considered to be bad. So I knew about this. This was not a hard question for me. This was a fact that I know. So yeah, that one's actually pretty damn easy.
The correct answer is 4. The reason why the number 4 is an evil number is because there are 2 ways to say the number 4 in Japanese. The most conventional way is yon, but another way is shi, and shi in Japanese means death.
So yeah, exactly as how I said it just now. But yeah, again, this is actually something that I already know. It's not hard for me to know that one in general. Question 9.
Japan is known for its wide array of public transport, but especially its trains. But what is the average delay time for trains in Japan? A, 18 seconds. B, 52 seconds. C, 1 minute and 21 seconds. Or D, 2 minutes and 4 seconds.
So, while I was in Japan, I was at awe at how efficient the transport system is. And not just with trains, buses and everything. But it's always on time. There's never any kind of delay. I'm always amazed seeing how well the transport system in Japan is. And I was flabbergasted. So yeah, when this question came up, I was like, I'm going with 18 seconds. There is no way that the average delay time, average delay time, not saying that there's never a delay time over 18 seconds in Japan, but the average delay time, I was like, there's no way the average delay time is lower than 18 seconds because the whole time I was there last year, the whole week I was there, not a single delay time. If the train says it's gonna come at that time, blammo, it comes at that time. So I was all at awe and amazed. Even buses, I went on the bus once, and it came on time. It's like, this bus will come at 7:10. It's like, whoop, 7:10, there it is. And I was like, how did they do that? How does this bus not get stuck in traffic? So that amazed me. So anyway, to the answer.
The answer was actually A, 18
Oh, wow.
seconds.
I mean, I wouldn't consider that as delay.
Kaho being a Japanese herself, said, well, 18 seconds is not delayed. That's normal. That's still okay. So here we go. What should be the final question of the Japan quiz from Joey the Anime Man? Question 10.
Now, as you know, Japan is an island country, and it is made up of islands. But how many islands
I do
does
not
Japan
know
have in total? A,
this one. I have no facts
6.
on this one. I have no knowledge at all.
12. C, 147. Or D, 6,852.
So I was like looking at all those answers, and I'm like thinking, okay, so I was like thinking 6 is too low. Japan has way more islands than that. 12 is also too low. I know for a fact Japan have hundreds of islands. I was thinking hundreds, and I was like 6,852 is too high. I was thinking like that's too much. That difference between 6,852 and 147 is so massive, and I was like, that cannot be true. It cannot be 6,852. So I chose 147, forgetting the fact that this quiz, this questionnaire is from Joey the Anime Man.
The answer was actually D, 6,852. I know for a fact that most of these are named, most of these are inhabited, and the reason why there are so many is because in the southern part of Japan, off the coast of Kyushu and going down to Okinawa is where most of these islands lie. Basically, that entire area, there are so many small islands that are grouped together, it's basically an archipelago.
Yeah, so I didn't know that at all. So I did not think that Japan has 6,000 islands in total. 6,800, almost 7,000 islands in total. That's a lot of islands. That's crazy. So yeah, that's that's me taking the Joey the Anime Man quiz. I've got that many points, 7 in total, because I only got 3 wrong, which is not so bad. Apparently, I ranked up equal to Felix and Kaho with 7 correct answers, which is not so bad. Anyway, Chris and Dogen, amazing kings of Japan, all correct. Chris and Dogen, I salute you. You two are heroes today. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this, you guys. I hope you guys have fun. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below if you want to. But most important thing is you go and check Joey the Anime Man's channel and this particular video. Links in the description down below. And check out all the people that participated in this quiz of his. It's really fun. It's a really good video. I recommend a watch. It's very funny, and you know, watching all the YouTubers and streamers reaction are just fun. So yeah, I recommend that. Go ahead and check them out. And I hope you guys have a good day or night wherever you are, and don't forget to hydrate whenever you can, and also to always enjoy the future citizens. Till next time, everybody. Otsu Justice. I'll see you around. Bye bye, everyone.